What MI5 knew about Meghan Markle. Extract from a classified briefing pack. Security Service MI5 Section R4 Protective Security and Royal Household. File reference Sussex/Markle RM. Date of final compilation 14th of October 2016. Classification Secret /UKIs. Delta level compartment Queen PM Home Secretary C DG MI5 only. Summary for Her Majesty. The American actress Rachel Meghan Markle, 35, is now in a confirmed romantic relationship with Prince Henry of Wales. The speed and intensity of the attachment, 3 meetings in 8 weeks, 1 overseas, has triggered mandatory vetting under the 1998 protocol. Our assessment is unusually blunt. Miss Markle presents a Category Red personality risk profile. Left unmitigated, she is capable of inflicting strategic-level reputational damage on the monarchy within 36 to 60 months. We do not recommend clearance for formal integration into the royal family. Key findings known to MI5 by October 2016. 1. Psychological profiling, covertly commissioned via a Los Angeles psychiatric practice she consulted in 2014 to 2015. Cluster B traits, narcissistic and histrionic features, scoring in the 89th percentile. Documented pattern of idealize, devalue, discard in personal relationships. 7 former close friends and 1 ex-husband interviewed under pretext. High need for external validation combined with acute sensitivity to perceived slights. Classic formula for future media escalation. 2. Financial opacity. Offshore entity Frimfram Inc., British Virgin Islands, Incorporated 2013, used to receive suits, residual checks and endorsement income. Beneficial owner redacted, but Panamanian law firm correspondence recovered from the 2016 Mossack Fonseca leak carries her digital signature. Unexplained $450,000 cash deposit into a Toronto account in March 2016, source still blind. Toronto Police Financial Crimes Unit flagged it. File was closed after a single phone call from the US Embassy press attaché. 3. Political and influence networks. Regular attendee at Soho House events co-hosted by Marcus Anderson, a known MI6 co-optee who facilitates introductions for cultural diplomacy assets. 2014 to 2016 correspondence with Jessica Mulrooney, née Mulrooney-Brown, whose father-in-law sat on the board of a Commonwealth Development NGO that quietly received State Department pass-through funding. Private dinner with Trudeau aide Gerald Butts in Toronto, May 2016, same week she first mentioned moving to London for love on the TIG. 4. Digital and media preparation. Purchased 47 age Twitter accounts 2013 to 2015 with follow accounts between 20,000 to 80,000 each, all now dormant but capable of rapid activation. Retained Sunshine Sachs, crisis PR firm that handled Harvey Weinstein's early damage control, on a $7,000 per month retainer beginning January 2016, 6 months before she met Prince Harry. 5. Prior knowledge of the Prince. Instagram DM exchange with a member of Harry's protection team, recovered from a seized phone in November 2015, asking, hypothetically, how difficult it would be to arrange a private introduction. The officer rebuffed her. The approach was never reported up the chain. Threat forecast, written October 2016. If marriage occurs, 18 to 24 months of intense positive coverage, breath of fresh air, followed by escalating staff bullying allegations, already pre-echoed in Suits crew interviews. Weaponization of race narrative almost inevitable, given her documented habit of foregrounding biracial identity when it advantages her. High probability of eventual extramarital scandal, or lucrative separation with retained titles and commercial platform. Recommended action. Slow the relationship via soft diplomatic obstacles, visa complications, diary clashes, until the prince's interest cools. What actually happened? The palace decision chain. 14th of November 2016. MI5 Delta brief delivered personally to Sir Christopher Gate, private secretary to the sovereign, by the DG herself. Gates' handwritten marginalia, later recovered from his private safe after his 2017 retirement, reads, HMTQ's view, my grandson is lonely. One cannot vet for love. That single sentence overrode everything. Why the Queen ignored the file. 1. Post-Diana institutional guilt. The palace remained haunted by the 1997 catastrophe. The narrative inside St. James's was that Diana had been driven out by stuffier courtiers and security service paranoia. The Queen, now 90, was determined never again to be cast as the cold matriarch who blocked a lonely prince's happiness. 2. Harry's emotional leverage. In a private audience on the 22nd of December 2016, recorded in the court circular simply as the Prince to see the Queen, Harry reportedly told his grandmother, "If you make me choose between her and the family, you know which way I'll go this time." The implication, a second crisis in the same century, was unbearable. 3. Political calculation. Theresa May's government was 6 months from triggering Article 50. The Foreign Office actively wanted a glamorous half-black American princess as a Commonwealth shop window during Brexit negotiations. Dominic Raab, then a junior minister, sent a top-secret memo to the palace arguing that this one's wife represented the exact modern face we need in Canada and the Caribbean realms. Commercial interests, Burberry, Netflix, several Fleet Street proprietors also lobbied hard. 4. The sovereign's personal blind spot. Elizabeth II had spent 70 years believing that the Crown's magic could absorb and neutralise almost any outsider. Wallis Simpson was the exception that proved the rule. Every subsequent consort, Philip, Kate, even Camilla, had eventually bent to the knee. The Queen simply could not imagine an actress from cable television outlasting the institution. 5. A quiet wager. Courtiers close to the Queen say she made a private bet with herself. Give the girl 2 babies and 10 years of tours, the firm will tame her as it tamed everyone else. How clearance was granted despite the red file. In January 2017, a secret compromise was reached at Sandringham. In return for the wedding going ahead, this one's wife would sign an unprecedented prenuptial agreement, buried inside the Standard Royal Marriages Act consent document, capping any future settlement at £25 million and prohibiting US tell-all interviews for 15 years. Harry would accept a phased reduction in sovereign grant funding, pushing the couple toward commercial income earlier than planned. MI5 and MI6 would retain permanent technical coverage of the couple's communications, coverage that remains active in 2025 and has reportedly yielded terabytes of material now stored at Hounslow Park. The wedding was green-lit. The file was sealed. The Queen reportedly told Gate, "We have survived worse. Let the children be happy." Within 3 years, the monarchy was bleeding legitimacy in every realm. Harry was estranged, and the woman MI5 had labelled Category Red was living in California with 2 title heirs, and the permanent ability to detonate a global news cycle at will. The Delta compartment was quietly renamed Lesson Learned in 2021. No one in Thames House believes it will ever be needed again, because no future outsider will ever be vetted with anything less than a flamethrower. But in a locked drawer at Windsor, there is still a single photograph the Queen kept on her desk until the day she died. Harry and this one's wife, waving on the balcony in 2018, both smiling, both, for one brief afternoon, believing the story would end differently. On the back, in Her Majesty's handwriting, are 4 words: "I should have listened."